Hey everybody, happy Thursday, happy live. My name is Sharana and today we're going to be playing in some nail polish. So I received some PR from the brand Ella and Mila and we're going to go swatch them. Give me 1 second because I didn't mute my computer. But at least that works because now I know that the sound is working. Let me go ahead and mute myself. Thank you. Okay, so yes, we're going to be swatching some nail polish today. Let me show you a little bit of what I got, and then we'll get started. Also, sorry the quality of this video isn't the best. Behind the scenes, I have my cell phone kind of pointed down to be the camera to show my nails, which we'll get to in a second. And then I have an old phone, my Pixel from like a couple years ago, that I was going to use as my like face camera because it has better quality than my laptop. But it was at like 60% when I first started, and I had it video on for about a minute and a half, and it dropped to 1%. So forgot that the battery is trash on this because it's like a 5-year-old phone. So we're just gonna have to use a laptop camera. But that's okay. It's not even about my face today, it's about these nails. So let me show you what I got. So again, this is from Ella and Mila. They are a nail polish brand. You can find them in Target, online, a couple other stores. I did receive this for free in PR, but this is not sponsored. I am not obligated to post about this. I just really like trying new nail polishes. And I really was interested in trying this brand because I had seen them in Target a few times now. And they make some claims and they do some marketing that I'm not the biggest fan of. But at the end of the day, if you have a decent product and your marketing isn't hurting anybody, then like it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? But we'll get into that. Let me show you what I got. Where do I even start? Okay. Biggest thing is this kit here. So let's see if I can show you it like this. This is one of their collection sets. It is the ombre collection in the letter D because they have a couple different options. So you're going to get 5 different nail polish colors with this, plus a top coat. I picked the ombre D because it has like darker shades, but we'll go through and I'll show you the shades and as I swatch them, and then I'll also talk about their descriptions of what each color looks like, because sometimes it's hard to just say like this is pink. It's like, yeah, okay, but like what shade of pink, you know? So I pulled all of the descriptions from their website, so I'll have that to kind of help me explain these shades a little bit better. I also received their soy polish remover wipes. So they're just little nail polish remover wipes like this. It's a little 5-pack of unscented ones. They also have this in lavender, but I was like, unscented is fine. And I also have the soy polish remover. So same nail polish remover, just not in a wipe. It's in a liquid form. Both of these are acetone free, so if that's something that's important to you, here you go. But what I want to do is, and we'll get to this, but I'm going to be trying both of those. So I have some cotton balls over here. I do already have nail polish on. It's pretty chipped and like ready to be changed. Excuse me. This is actually one of these colors because not too long ago I painted my nails with this just so I could see what some of the colors looked like. This one's really pretty, so we'll get to that. But my idea for this stream is go through the nail polish remover products, so we'll do the wipes and the regular remover, go through these remover products, take off the polish that I already have on and see how well those work, maybe compare it to another acetone free nail polish remover and just pure acetone to see if like how efficient it is in comparison. And then because there's 10 colors here and I have 10 fingers, we're going to swatch all 10 colors back to back. At the end of that, depending on timing and if my phone battery stays alive long enough, I may take all of that off and then do a full manicure. But if not, at least you'll be able to see the swatches against my dark skin. That's one thing that's really important to me, is making sure that nail polish brands that I'm supporting are actually doing a good job when it comes to diversity in nail swatches. So you don't always see this, typically, just because society. Typically you end up seeing nail polish brands where they're swatching these colors against people who have lighter skin tones, but not all colors look the same against different skin tone shades, if that makes sense. So I really would prefer to support brands that actually like remember people with darker skin exists, and actually not just, you know, sending them products in PR is always a good thing, but making sure that you're actually paying them for their nail swatches and not trying to get stuff for free, because doing full professional looking nail swatch pictures is a job. Okay, I did it for a little while. It is not easy work. Making sure they're getting paid for that, and also making sure that the people with darker skin who are doing these swatches are being featured just as frequently as people with lighter skin, whether that's on your Instagram, on TikTok, on your website itself, marketing images in the store, it doesn't matter. We should be being featured just as much as other people are. So I'm gonna look into that. On their page, it seemed like they were doing a decent job when it came to diversity. I mean, you could always do better, but I wanted to see what these colors are gonna look like against my skin tone. So I picked that ombre collection, plus they were like, you can pick 5 other shades. So we're gonna go through those 5 shades, just like whichever ones you want. There's a theme. I like the color purple, and I also like holographics and kind of like neutral-y type of tones. Neutral but fun, I guess is what I would say. So we'll show you those too. But let me pull up the chat, say hello to everybody, and go ahead and get started. Also, for those of you watching on the chat, watching it live, hey, what's going on? I am trying this thing where I do this live stream, have fun talking to you guys live, but then cut the video down and just put like a highlights reel up. So in case you have to leave early and you can't watch the whole thing, no worries. Within a week and some change, hopefully, fingers crossed, don't quote me on timing, but my plan is to then take the highlights from streams like this, clip it down to be like 10, 15, 20 minutes max, and then put that up just as a regular YouTube video so that we can come back and watch that later in case you have to leave early. So just so you know. All right, let me go ahead and get my nails pulled up and get to swatching. Okay, so these are my nails. I had to cut them down. They were longer than this before, but been dealing with some breakage, been dealing with some peeling, so this is where we're at right now. It's okay. I'm, you know, happy to be part of the Short Nails Club again. I was really happy with how long they had gotten, but it's okay to cut them back and start fresh. So this is where we're at. You can see how chipped that old polish is. And first up, I guess let's just try out these nail polish remover wipes and see how well they work. Should make sure that the chat is up so I can see everybody and say what's up. Okay. The color that I'm currently wearing is in the shade Oasis. So it is this little bottle here. It's a holographic shade, and you can kind of see it's got like a pinky rose type of color, but it's like a deep rose, if that makes sense. And it's also holographic, which love a good holographic. So very excited about this color. Really liked this when I had this on earlier. But let's get these nail polish remover wipes going and see if this actually takes it off well. Hopefully it does. I mean, they made the product, so it should take it off pretty well. When it comes to nail polish remover, are you the type to go ahead and just use straight acetone, or are you going to be using something that's non-acetone? I'm curious. I personally don't mind using something that's just pure acetone because it's going to take the product off faster. And yeah, it might dry out your nails a little bit, but they actually make products that you can add in to your nail polish remover so that way it's easier and less drying on your nails. So this is the first little wipe here. It just comes in like a little pack, and it's actually like a decent size. Like, let me see if I can zoom out for a second and I can show you this. So like next to my hand, you can see decent size, right? Not too bad. It feels kind of dry, which has me a little bit nervous because I just ripped this pack open. So I wonder if this is one of those products that's like supposed to be drier and not soaking wet. I was expecting a wipe that's like dripping wet, if that makes sense. And this one isn't. But let's go to the website and see what they say. So these are their soy nail polish remover wipes. These are the unscented ones. It's a vitamin-enriched soy nail polish remover wipe designed to effectively remove all traditional nail polishes. does not contain acetone or harsh acetates that dry out your skin. So they say wipe all nails and allow the remover to absorb into each nail for at least 20 to 30 seconds. So I guess we'll start with my thumb, and I'll kind of just do it like this while I keep reading. Designed to effectively remove all traditional nail polishes. Ingredients include vitamins A, C, and E, which promote healthy and moisturized nails. Allow the remover to absorb in each nail for at least 20 to 30 seconds. Wipe each nail again until the polish is completely removed. Then make sure the nail bed is clean and dry before applying the polish. Oh, you can see it is coming off. Okay. They offer this in 5 packs of wipes and a 12 pack of wipes, which is pretty nice. And it's acetone free and alcohol free. It's also vegan, cruelty free, and made in the United States, in case that stuff is interesting to you. Not interesting, important. Interesting or important, whichever. That came off pretty easily. And it doesn't have a scent. You know, nail polish remover usually, especially if you're using pure acetone, smells pretty strong. This actually doesn't have a scent, which is nice. I do have an air purifier running, and I've got my ceiling fan on, which you can like see over my head there. I typically, when I'm doing my nails, I'll also go ahead and like crack the patio window that I'm sitting in front of, or like crack the patio, just to get some ventilation. You don't want to be sitting here breathing these fumes in. But because these are acetone free and 17 free, which I'll get to in a second, I'm assuming that they're not going to have very harsh fumes, so we should be good. Speaking of 17 free, that is something that personally I kind of have an issue with when it comes to the nail polish community. So I work full time as a toxicologist, right? I have a toxicology degree, and one thing that I've been doing a lot more when it comes to Instagram and TikTok is kind of showing toxicology facts. One thing that kind of bothers me is the beauty community using the term non-toxic, because there's so many factors that go into toxicology. You don't really get into the nuances of that when you're just talking about a makeup product or a nail polish. So it just kind of irks me a little bit. But also, the whole 17 free, 5 free, 12 free with nail polishes, because to me, yes, you can tell me what's not in your product, but personally, that doesn't matter to me as much as what is in your product. You know, why should I use this? Why is it important that I use your product? What makes your product better than others? And don't say it's because of what's not in there. You know what I mean? Yes, if you have an allergy or a sensitivity to a certain product, then absolutely, you know, you need to be aware of those things, and it's good that these brands are making that very well known. But like, besides that, are you just banking off of the fact that you're kind of scaring people by saying, well, our products are free of these really bad, dirty, nasty ingredients, whereas other brands may have those ingredients in them, which is bad, and you're a bad person if you use them, and it can just get very like slippery slope down into fear mongering and just scaring people out of buying something or into buying something different. And I'm not a fan of that, no matter what industry it is. Nails, makeup, food, whatever. When it comes to nails specifically, you'll hear non-toxic a lot. You'll hear 5 free, 10 free. And one thing that you'll notice if you actually look at the ingredients list is sometimes certain brands will say, you know, whatever number free. But when you look at the list of what they're free from, some of those ingredients wouldn't have been used in nail polishes anyway. You know, it's almost like saying like, oh, well, our nail polish doesn't have gasoline in it, so now we're 11 free instead of 10 free, which makes us better than another brand. And it's like, nobody's putting gasoline in nail polish, so you can just list anything you want and be like 100 free if you really wanted to make your brand seem like it's better than others. But it doesn't really make a difference, and it doesn't really mean anything when you actually look at the ingredients. So I have a problem with that. To me personally, I have no problem with you listing, you know, these ingredients are not in our products. If you have an allergy or a sensitivity, or you just choose not to use them for whatever reason, here you go, now you know that. But don't make that your whole marketing, you know? But that's just me. Okay, so that one wipe, you can see there's like, the color definitely came off. There's still decent space for me to take off for my other hand, but all of the polish came off really easily. So definitely like that. I could go ahead and use the same wipe for my other hand, but I don't want to do that right now. I want to show you the liquid remover and kind of compare it to this. Let's put that to the side. Grab a paper towel, like wipe my hands down. And let's grab this remover. So this is the little bottle that it comes in here. It's a 4-ounce bottle. Again, this is the unscented one. I just didn't want to deal with like lavender or whatever. You can see on the back, it'll tell you the instructions. So you just soak this with a cotton, or soak this on a cotton pad or cotton ball or whatever. Wipe every nail once with the pad. Allow the remover to absorb onto the nail for 20 to 30 seconds. Then wipe each nail until the polish is completely removed. So same as the wipes, but just in liquid form. So I do have cotton balls over here. So let's see how this works. I also want to see if the website has any other information that I can share with you. I'm trying to be a little professional streamer here, and I pulled up all the tabs I needed ahead of time. Look at me. Okay, so while I open this up, this says it is soy-based nail polish remover. Oh yeah, I did use this one time before, so that's why it's already open. Effectively remove all natural nail polishes. I don't think the other one said natural, I think it said traditional, but okay. So you can see I put some up there, and then I'm just gonna kind of hold it on my thumb like this. Ingredients A, C, and E, promoting healthy and moisturized nails. Does not include acetone or harsh acetates, like the other one said. Allow the remover to absorb into each nail for 20 to 30 seconds. Wipe each nail until the polish is completely removed. Okay. Excessive nail polish remover may damage acrylic or plastic surfaces, not surface. Yeah. If you are the type to do your own nails, you probably already know this, but that's why I've got a paper towel down. I also have just a desk mat underneath this. It's really cute. It's like shaped like a cloud. I'll put a link to it down in the description box. It's from a small business that does like gaming merch, which is really cute. But I have that just so I can like protect my desk. And even though the desk mat itself is water resistant, like liquid resistant, it's not waterproof. You let it sit long enough and it will absorb in. So I just prefer to keep a paper towel here. So that came off pretty easily. About the same as the wipes themselves, which I would expect, because I'm assuming the wipe is just this solution in a wipe, you know? So great for if you're traveling, whereas if you're not and you just want to use like something on your desk while you're at home doing your nails, this is a good option. So the way that I did this, in case you didn't see, I didn't really like talk through this, is I basically like put the nail polish remover on the cotton ball, hold it to my finger for a little bit so that we can kind of like really soak in to that nail polish, let it sit there for like 5-10 seconds, and then I kind of massage back and forth to scrub the rest of the polish off. And I think it did a pretty good job. So I do want to compare that and maybe show you in like real time. Not maybe, it's gonna be in real time. I don't have fast motion time travel over here. We're gonna compare it to another non-acetone nail polish remover, just like Target brand. And then I also have a pure acetone that I think I got from Sally's. So let me come back over here, grab another cotton ball, and see what's up. Water break. Okay, fresh cotton ball. Let's go ahead and use the other non-acetone one, just so that way we can like compare it more apples to apples. I will say, just opening this bottle, this already has more of a scent than the Ella Mila. It's not like it's bad, but like it definitely has, let me see. Oh, it has fragrance added. That makes sense. Let's see if I can show you this. So you can see right here, fragrance has been added to this one, whereas with the Ella Mila, I bought the unscented one. So I guess it's not a full one-to-one comparison, but it's pretty close. So again, I kind of just like hold the cotton ball here, let it sit for a second, and by 1 second, I mean like 5 seconds. and then kind of rub back and forth. When I did this manicure previously, I put on at least 1 layer of base coat, 2 layers of the nail polish itself, the color, and then 1 to 2 layers of top coat. So there's a good minimum 5 coats of nail polish on my nails. Yes, it's all chipped off, but it wasn't like I just had one thin coat of polish. I did do a couple different coats. Okay. So I would say timing wise, that was probably about the same amount of time between the non-acetone from Target and the non-acetone from Ella Mila. That's pretty cool. Now, last one I'm going to do, I should have brought a trash bag over here. I'm going to have trash all over my desk. What am I doing? Last one is the pure acetone. So this is professional strength. Typically, if you're using pure acetone, you're using it because you have either regular nail polish that you're trying to get off just like immediately, or you have some type of like gel or acrylic where non-acetone just won't work. So acetone on the cotton ball. I do not have any of those acetone softeners or additives mixed into this bottle, so this is just straight out the bottle, straight out the store. Kind of let that soak there. So you can see how much it's going to dry out my skin around my nails, but the color is already off. Personally, I really like how fast it takes polish off. I get kind of impatient waiting for some non-acetone polish removers. These two seem to be pretty good. I have had some in the past that just took forever, and again, impatient, don't want to wait. But I will say, if you have like a really thick glitter nail polish on, something like a pure acetone is going to take it off a little bit faster and hopefully not spread the glitter around as much. So you can see the difference. These two, I use pure acetone. This one, I use the Target brand non-acetone remover. And then this one in my thumb, I use the Ella Mila non-acetone. So definitely dried out. That's what acetone does. But again, they do make like additives that you can put in to soften up that acetone so it doesn't mess you up as bad. So what I'm going to do before we get to swatching is I don't have a base coat from them. I only have a top coat. I do have a peel-off base coat, but I feel like, one, I couldn't find it, but two, I feel like the time it would take to like put that on, let it dry, do the swatches, and then take it all off and actually do my nails, it's a lot, you know, it's lunchtime, we gotta go get food soon, so we're not gonna do all that. I'm going to switch over to my face, grab some rubbing alcohol to kind of clean up any residue that might be left on my nails, and then we'll get swatching. What I do want to do while I kind of clean up my nails, oh, also, I didn't really like file them. I kind of just cut them down kind of haphazardly just because they were breaking really badly, but I'm not going to worry about like too much nail prep right now just because I don't see, just for swatches, like I don't personally see the point in doing a whole lot of nail prep because you're not going to be keeping the polish on for a long time. To me, you kind of just want to see how the color looks against your skin, how it looks when you first apply it, how it looks when it dries, and then you're done. I'm not doing like a full manicure with 10 different colors. You could, I think that'd be kind of cool, but I'm not doing that today. Okay, so while I go ahead and clean up my nails and clean up my hands, let me switch this over really quick. Okay, it worked. Every now and then when I do the little transition between the scenes, I'm still learning the streaming software. I did a stream a couple days ago going through makeup and I was switching back and forth like this, and as it switched, it would like, the whole screen would go black for a second and then it would come back. And then it made the sync of the sound like off by a little bit on the live stream. And that was really frustrating and I don't know why that happened. But I'm going to pull up the website and show you a little bit of who Ella and Mila is, who they are. What is this brand? Who are they? What are they about? So let's pull this up. Okay, about us, about Ella and Mila. This is straight off their website, so you can see it right here. Um, quickly becoming one of the most sought after nail polishes. Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Okay. Quickly becoming one of the most sought after nail polishes, this line of lacquer was born from the simple idea of creating an eco-friendly yet high-end product. Honestly, I'm not the biggest eco person. I like the environment. I would like it to be around for when I eventually have kids and grandkids. But, you know, I'm not the biggest one to say, like, I want to use eco-friendly only type of products. But I respect the fact that they're one of those brands that's like, yeah, no, we care. Let's see if we can be better about that. So I respect that. Initially inspired by the twin daughters named Ella and Mila, very cute, of one of the founders, the luxury brand took sail. Ella and Mila releases a new collection of lacquer every couple of months, promising on-trend, high-fashion shades and prompting many, finally, the color I've been looking for. As of June 2017, Ella and Mila's dipped their feet into the color cosmetics world and launched 10 liquid lipsticks. Wait, what? I didn't read that before. All the liquid lipsticks are enriched with vitamin E and have a refreshing mint scent to ensure your lips are moisturized and smelling fresh throughout the day. That's super interesting. This is not the first time I've heard of a nail brand jumping into makeup. The last one I heard of doing this was an MLM, and it didn't go too well for them. Ella Mila is not an MLM, so I'm hoping they have better success, but just kind of interesting. Well, yeah. Okay. In case you're just joining the stream here, I am swatching Ella and Mila nail polishes. I received these in PR. I had no obligation to post this. I'm not paid. This is not sponsored. I just got some stuff and I like swatching nail polishes, so I wanted to go through it. I'm going to be honest about my swatches and thoughts and review of these products, but I guess my opinion, personally, is I don't know how I feel about nail brands going into the makeup line, if that makes sense. There are so many makeup brands that are out there who are good at what they do and like kind of stay in your lane. And not to say that a nail brand couldn't also expand into that or have like a subdivision that also does makeup, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. I would try the liquid lipstick, but also, in my opinion, I'm like, I would just stick to the nail polish. But that's just me. Maybe they're really good. If you've tried them before, let me know. Maybe they're really good. Anyway, we've got, I think these are some other nail colors. A date night in a little plum dress, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cute. Passion for color and dedication to healthy beauty. The founders strive to provide fashion-forward beauty products without compromise. In addition to being chip-resistant, love that, quick dry, love that, and high shine, they contain no, oh, here's the list, okay, acetone. Pause. We're going to pause right here. Step 1 in their 17 free. Their nail polishes do not contain acetone. Hang on. We gotta switch over to this real quick. This way. Your nail polishes don't contain acetone. But as we just showed, acetone is a nail polish remover. So why would a brand, any brand, put nail polish remover in their nail polish? Wouldn't it just make the product disintegrate and like be removed? I don't know every nail polish brand on the planet. I don't know all of their ingredients lists. So I could be wrong, and maybe that is a thing that's common. In the brands that I've used and the lists that I've seen, I have never seen acetone mixed into a nail polish before. They honestly tell you if you have a nail polish that's gotten too thick and you want to try to save it. One of the like Pinterest hacks that you used to see back in the day was to take a little bit of nail polish remover, mix it in, shake it up, and it would thin it out for you to use it again. That's actually not a good thing to do because, again, nail polish remover is just made to remove the polish. It's just going to make it disintegrate, break down, and it's not going to work well. You just messed up the formulation in the bottle, and now the color's going to end up ruined. You can add a couple of drops here and there and it'll probably be okay, but if you add too much of it, like, it's gone. It's not going to work the same way because this is made to remove the product. They do make something called nail polish thinner, which is the same base ingredients of a regular nail polish. You can add that in with the same idea, shake it up, help like rehydrate any of the really dried up clumps of nail polish, and then you can go and repaint your nails with that new refreshed bottle, right? But this is what I mean when I say this 5 free, 10 free, 17 free in the nail industry. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, and this is no shade at Ella Mila, this is no shade at brands who do this, but in my opinion as a toxicologist, you can throw anything you want in that free from list, even products and ingredients that would not normally be added to the product you're talking about. So, perfect example, if you're not normally going to be adding acetone to a nail polish, but then you say, we don't put acetone in our nail polish, people who may not know any better might see that and think, oh, okay, well, they don't put that in there. That must mean that other brands do put acetone in their nail polish. Which, as far as I know, isn't true. So, how much of this is actually good faith letting people know, hey, in case you're allergic, in case you have a sensitivity, here's the ingredients that are not in our products, just in an easy list for you to find. How much of it is that, and how much of it is a pissing contest to see who can have the biggest number, who can have the biggest free from list, throwing a bunch of products, throwing a bunch of ingredients in there that don't make sense in the first place, you know? Like, I could say there's no dog food in this nail polish, now we're 18 free. Like, you can just throw whatever you want on that list, but does it actually make sense in the context of the product that you're making? To me, having acetone on this list doesn't mean anything. In my opinion, it seems like it was just added to kind of boost the number, but I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just me. Stop ranting and let's get back to this. Okay. Their free from list. No acetone, no animal-derived ingredients, bisphenol A, which is BPA, camphor, ethyl tosylamide, formaldehyde resin, gluten, which, that's another one. A lot of gluten-free kind of is trendy, so how many places are saying that our products don't include gluten when they normally wouldn't have in the first place? I don't know. But then again, if you have a sensitivity, maybe it's good to have that right up front, because it could be like down the line gluten ends up being formed. I am not a formulation chemist when it comes to cosmetics, so I don't know, but okay. Glycol ether of series E, which is glycol ethers derived from ethylene oxide, nonol phenol ethoxylate, parabens, phthalates, including DBP, styrene, sulfate, toluene, triphenyl phosphate, and xylene, making it a 17 chemical-free product. But the advantages don't end there. They're also PETA certified. The newly launched line of lippies don't contain these ingredients. I'm not going to keep reading this stuff. The lippies are also vegan, cruelty-free, and probably made in the USA. Okay. So, if having a vegan, cruelty-free, PETA-approved, 17-free nail polish brand that's eco-friendly, cares about the environment, if having a brand like that is important to you, I think you would really like Ella. I keep saying Ella and Mila. Ella and Mila. I think you would really like Ella and Mila. Just based off of, like, on paper, you know what I mean? Based off of what they have written on their website, the certifications that they have, the free from list, the way they do their marketing. It seems like you would really like them. Let's get into the swatches to see what the colors actually look like. So I went on and used some rubbing alcohol. I just have like Walmart brand 70% isopropyl alcohol. I put some of this on a cotton ball, did one of these, wiped it over my fingertips to get any excess residue off. That's one thing that I do notice when it comes to some non-acetone nail polish removers is the vitamins and things that they add in to help remove the acetone, or remove the nail polish, can tend to leave a residue on your nails. So you really want to make sure you get that off before you go and paint your nails, because otherwise it's just not going to stick the way it's supposed to. So, wait for the camera to wake up. Hello. Hey, we're back. Okay. So, you can see my nails are a little bit dried out. They're also peeling, which isn't the best, but again, this isn't a nail polish, or this isn't a manicure that I'm going to just be like keeping on forever. I'm just swatching this to show what the colors look like. I think offline, because I am getting kind of hungry, offline I'll end up taking this off and doing a full manicure. Maybe I'll record it so I can show it to you later, but I'm going to need to get some lunch in between. I did not file my nails. They are not the same length. no nail prep has been done. This is like worst case scenario, worse in quotations, worst case scenario when it comes to you doing your nails. What does it look like? Is this polish gonna like stick really badly to peeling sections? Is it still gonna look smooth over my nails if I don't even use a base coat? Again, worst case scenario, how is polish gonna look? I think we'll get started with the products from this kit here. So again, this is the little kit. If you look in the corner, this is their Ombre Collection D. Can I do this? It's way too zoomed in. It's not going to show you. Okay. We've got the color Holiday Fling. We've got La Vie en Rose. Don't speak French. Apologies to all the French people out there. Till Forever. Time for a Bonfire. And Pucker Up. So you can kind of see cute little pinky neutral ombre here. Very pretty. The other thing that comes in this kit is their What the gel-like top coat. This is not actual gel polish that you need to cure under a lamp. It's just going to give you a gel-like finish according to the website. So I think what we're going to do is start with the lightest shade and go from there. Kind of just like loop around my hand. I want to make sure this is zoomed in enough because you should be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so first up, we're gonna do Pucker Up. I'm trying this thing where I like put the name of the product like on the screen. It's kind of cute. Okay, first up is Pucker Up. This is a bubblegum pink polish. It's a very, very bubblegum pink. Like, they were not lying when they said bubblegum pink. You always want to shake your polishes before you use them. Some people will shake it just kind of like what I'm doing. Some people will do this and roll it in their hands. Rolling it is supposed to keep air bubbles from getting in too much. I just shake it. It's fine. But I do like that you can hear that there's the little metal balls in there to make it like actually shake and mix more efficiently. Oh, they have somewhat wide brushes. You can kind of see that there. Focus, please. Hey, what's up? Some nail polish brands have like very, very thin brushes, which I have wider nails, so I like having a wider nail brush. But I would say this one's in the middle. This isn't too thick, but it's not too thin either. Wait, I want to zoom in a little more. You know, the next thing I'm going to have to do is figure out background music while I'm streaming, because I feel like it's a little quiet. I think I'm going to try to do like 2 thin coats of each of these and swatch it the way that I would actually wear the color. So that's 1 coat there of Pucker Up. This is definitely bubblegum pink. It's pretty. It's not my personal favorite. I'm not a big, I won't say I'm not a big pink person, because I do like the color pink and pink nail polishes. I think this shade isn't for me. I'm sitting in front of a patio, so I'm trying to have as much natural light as possible for this. The color grading is going to be off a little bit, but in person, this is a little bit more cool toned than it's pulling on camera. And I have more like warm golden olive undertones, so cool tone shades tend to not be as flattering on me. Sometimes I don't care about flattering and I just want to wear it because it's a cool color, but this is a situation where I wouldn't personally wear this color. I can kind of see just looking at my nail at an angle that the polish is like basically dry. Yeah, if I like tap a little bit, nothing transferred off. So they weren't lying when they said quick dry. Let's go ahead and do a second coat of this. Okay. Very bubblegum pink, very Barbie pink. It's a pretty color, I'm not gonna lie. It's just not something that I personally would wear, but it's very pretty. Do I take the time to clean up the edges? Yeah, I probably should. Okay, what I'm gonna do real quick is I have a nail polish remover pump dispenser here. So I'm just gonna take my little cleanup brush. This is the Holo Taco nail polish cleanup brush. Dip some in some nail polish remover, and you'll get to see how I clean up my nails. I don't have that much on my skin. I did a decent job. Okay, not bad. You know, looking at it from this angle, I almost need a third coat of this light pink because you can still see a little bit of streakiness underneath, and like it's a little bit patchy looking. Could be my fault. I wonder if maybe I didn't shake it enough beforehand since I just took it out of the box. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more coat. It is a pretty watery polish. Like, it's not a super thick texture or formulation, but like having to do 3 coats is a little bit annoying in my opinion. I like polishes that don't need but 2. Like, if you decide you want to do 3, that's one thing, but to say like you have to do 3 to get full coverage, I'm kind of like, really? Okay, there's a third coat. That's better. It also could be just because of how light this one is. But okay, next up, we're gonna do the shade Time for a Bonfire. It's a very cute name. I think this whole thing is kind of in their like bridal line, bridal collection, which is very cute. Okay, I'm trying to get the text to like fit in the box. There we go. Okay, Time for a Bonfire. This one, as I shake this up, is listed as, where's my notes? This is listed as a neutral, warm, pinky mauve. I can kind of see, because it was sitting in a box for a little while, that it's starting to separate just a little bit. Like in this corner here that looks kind of yellow, and like on the sides it's pulling a tiny bit more like yellow. So I just want to make sure I like shake this as much as I can. You know what I would love to have? As someone who does my nails, someone who does her nails all the time, I would love to have a vortexer. If any of you have ever worked in a science lab, like in a chemistry lab before, bio labs probably have it too. But if you've worked in a lab or taken lab, like science lab classes, the vortexers that you see on the desk where you just like push a thing down and it like vibrates the whole thing for you, I would love to have one of those just for nail polish because they would make it so much easier than me sitting here having to shake every bottle so much. Do they make those? They probably do. They probably, I think I have seen like, I've seen them for test tubes. So I get like a little baby test tube one that's just like a little circle around and then you just push the nail polish down. Man, that'd be such a good idea. Okay, Ella Mila, Time for a Bonfire, the neutral, warm, pinky mauve shade. Oh, this formula already feels a little bit thicker than that bright pink. What was it called? Bubblegum? No, Pucker Up. It was a bubblegum pink, but it's called Pucker Up. This one feels a little bit thicker. This is pretty. See, this is the type of pink that I would wear. Definitely more neutral, but I think the deeper shades are just, personally, more flattering on my skin and something that I'm more comfortable wearing myself. Now, I'm also the type that'll wear holographics and glitters and bright neon shades. So like, to have a neutral shade, not something I wear all the time. But if I did want something neutral, I would reach for this. This is very pretty. This is actually similar to another shade that I have. One idea that I have is I have a lot of nail polish. So as I try to declutter, I want to go through and swatch, kind of like what we're doing right here, every single nail polish color that I own. It's going to take some time. It's going to be split up over like 5, 6, 7 live streams, right? It's not going to happen all in one time. I'm not sitting here for that long. But I think in my experience with decluttering things, being able to try everything that you have, group it all together and just look at all of it in one collection, kind of lets you know if you have repeats or duplicates of things, or if you're like, oh, I actually like that one better than this one anyway, so I don't need to keep both of these. I did that before when I had a bunch of clothes that I was decluttering. I just tried on all of my shirts back to back. I tried on all my pants back to back. Not only to see what fit and what didn't fit, but what I liked the look of on me and what I didn't really like the look of. I think I'm gonna have to do the same thing with nail polish, because I've got quite a few nail polishes. Some of them I reach for all the time. Some of them are completely separated. Not completely, but they're very separated just because I do not reach for them at all. And a lot of them are very similar in tone. Like, I've got a bunch of purples. I've got a bunch of neutral pinky mauves like this. So like, do I need all of them? No. So if you're interested in that, oh God, I hit the camera. If you're interested in seeing somebody swatch most of their nail polish collection, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I'm eventually gonna be getting to that. It's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take some planning, but I think it's gonna be pretty fun. So that is 2 coats of the shade Time for a Bond Fire. Very pretty. I'm not going to take time to clean up all the rest of them, but very pretty. Next up is the shade Till Forever. This is described as a pinky brown rosy mauve. So another neutrally mauve type of shade. Go ahead and shake it. I received this, I think it was a few weeks ago now that I received this box. So they have been just sitting on my table because I've been meaning to do this for a while, and then was like, I think I'm gonna go live and do it. No, I think I'm just gonna record it. No, I think I'll go live and do it. And now I'm finally going live and doing this. I will say one thing with these nail polish bottles, the tops, like this part here, it's a pretty standard like size of the cap. I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit bigger though. Like, I feel like it's a little short. Or maybe it's just because it's kind of skinny. I've used some before. Actually, I have one right here. So this is from Zoya. This is what I'm going to use as my base coat later. Let's see. So you can see they're about the same length, right? Like the caps themselves are the same length, but the Zoya one kind of tapers out, which makes it a little bit easier to hold instead of this like skinny, like more narrow one, if that makes sense. I've also used some that are like longer and they're textured, almost like a matte finish, so it's easier to like grip onto as you're painting your nails, and it's not going to slip like this like smooth plastic will. Not to say it's a bad thing, but just something that I noticed as someone who uses a lot of different nail polish. All right, Till Forever. Let's see what this looks like. Please don't tip over. Thank you. That's really similar to the other one I just did. Well, it is more rosy. It's close, but I would say that this one, which, what was it called? Time for a Bonfire. Time for a Bonfire here is a tiny bit deeper and more of a cool tone pink, whereas this one I'm wearing now, Till Forever, is a bit more of like a warm, rosy toned pink. It's still pretty neutral, but it's got more like rosy undertones, whereas this is more of a true like mauve cool tone. But like first glance, they're very similar. Let's go ahead and do a second coat of this. I think just looking at these three colors all together, it's going to be a really pretty gradient all the way around, which you can kind of see when I have the bottles all next to each other. So far, out of the three of these, this one I just painted is my favorite. This Till Forever, let me see, what was it described as? Pinky, brown, rosy, mauve. I like this one a little bit more. The bubblegum pink just isn't for me personally. Time for a Bonfire, they say it's more neutral, warm, pinky mauve. I see this pulling a little bit more cool. Maybe it's just the lighting that I have. I would still wear it, but I think now seeing this one, I would pick this one instead. This is the one I would end up wearing. All right, next up we're gonna get into these deep shades. This deep purple right here, let's just take a minute. While I get this text set up, let's just take a minute and admire how beautiful this deep purple is. This is called La Vie en Rose. Butchering the French, I apologize. It makes me think of that Chanel fragrance, La Vie est Belle. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. This one. So, okay, side tangent. Now that I'm looking at these, I think they have different lines. So like, this bubblegum pink one says Bonbon, like maybe it's from the Bonbon collection, but then this one says Love, but then this one says Desire, and then this one says Elite. So I think they have different collections, and then, or different lines I should say, and then they kind of just like pull shades that would work together, group them all in a little cute collector's box, and then go from there. Just kind of stands out to me that they all have like different names on the bottom of them. Not even like the name of the product, but you know, like a collection name, you know? Whatever, you get what I'm saying. Okay, this one, La Vie en Rose. This is described as a dark brownish purple berry. Love a good purple polish. Love a good dark polish. Listen, I know summer's coming up. Let me know if you're like me, okay? Am I the only one who does this? I don't usually, / I rarely match my nail polish to the season. Like, yeah, a deep polish in the winter makes sense, right? But like, who said you can't wear a deep polish in the summer too, you know? Who said I can't wear neons in the winter? I don't know. I think it matches, but again, just have fun. Wear what you want, whenever you want. That's my opinion. Ooh, I like this. I already like this. This is reminding me of, I got like a bubble in there, hang on. So I used to be on the PR list of a different nail polish brand called Zoya. I can't really get that out. I've been on their PR list for a couple years now. I haven't gotten anything recently, just I think because I stopped accepting PR from them. Nothing bad or anything, but just like the way that they do it is they ask if you want to be on the PR list, you go back and forth talking to the rep, okay, great. Instead of them just immediately sending you a box with a bunch of polishes in it, they'll send you an email with the information of like, here's what the colors are, here's the collection name is, the collection box, all that stuff. And then here's a promo code that you can put in on the website. So you place the order yourself, but with the promo code, it makes it free. So that way, if you decide, I actually don't want that collection for whatever reason, you don't just get it sent to you automatically, and they're not wasting products by just sending stuff out to people who don't want it anymore. I think that's a really, really smart way to do PR, because how many times have you seen influencers and content creators getting PR from brands, and if they're big enough where they get a bunch of PR all the time, they don't always get to it, or they might go through it and then realize, I actually wouldn't use this. This isn't a good shade for me. This isn't something I would end up using in my life anyway. It's kind of a waste. This could have gone to somebody who would have used this a lot more. Or it could have just stayed on the shelf to be sold to somebody, you know? So I think that the way that Zoya does that is really, really smart. But anyway, I was on their PR list since a couple years ago, and just lately I have too much nail polish as it is, so I purposely was like, I do not need more. Thank you so much. I appreciate you reaching out to me, but I just don't need more right now. But all of that to say, I received a polish from Zoya in PR. No obligation to post, not sponsored, no obligation to talk about it. I think it's in the color Becca, because they do a lot of their polish names after like people names. It looks really similar to this. It might be a tiny bit more vibrant than this one is. This is very muted, but it's that deep, gorgeous purple, like plum shade. I love it. I love it so much. When I go back and do this live stream series where I swatch my entire nail polish collection and figure out which ones I should keep, which ones I shouldn't keep, I'm gonna have to put these side by side, because they just, from what I can remember, they seem like they're gonna be very, very similar in shade. But this is this one here. Very pretty color. It seems pretty true to color too. Sometimes you see nail polishes that look one way in the bottle, and when you paint it on your nails and let it dry, it shifts a little bit. This doesn't seem to have shifted. Like, it's still drying down, yeah, it's gonna dry down like a tiny bit darker, but for the most part, it doesn't seem like it's shifted. I like that. Also, in case you didn't realize, this bubblegum pink, I did 3 coats, but the other 3 so far have only needed 2 coats to get the coverage and opacity that I'm looking for. Just an FYI. Lighter shades tend to do that though, so like, I don't blame the brand. It's hard to get full coverage with light shades. Okay, the last shade from this collection is Holiday Fling. This one is a very, very deep red burgundy. Let's see. They say it's a dark brown burgundy shade. I don't really see a lot of brown in here. I definitely see like a deep burgundy. Very pretty. Are you the type to wear a shade that's this dark? Are you gonna wear like a black nail polish or something that's very, very dark, almost pulling black? Or are you the type that's gonna say like, I'll stick to lighter colors, please, thank you. I don't mind a good deep, deep dark color like this. Because I'm the way that I am, I may not wear it on its own. I'll end up going back and taking a topper and layering that over a couple of nails as like an accent. So whether it's like a shimmer polish or glitter, I tend to not wear deep, deep colors like this on their own. I use them as a base to show off the glitter in other colors. I'm trying not to like spill this everywhere. Also, it's very hard to like hold my thumb up and paint. Okay, so that's one coat. Man, swatching on your thumb, how are you even supposed to hold your hand? I'm not flexible enough for this. Just one coat of that, you can see it's pulling a lot more of that red. Once I do a second coat, it's going to get darker, obviously, but I think even if you were just to do the one coat, if you didn't mind it being a little bit streakier, this is a really pretty color. This could be a really pretty color just as it is. Or you do one coat of this and then one coat of like a shimmer or something, so you get more of the red to pull through instead of like the deep, deep burgundy that I'm about to get with the second coat. Could be really nice. Oh, you know what I should do? I just rest my finger on this. That could work. Look at us being innovative on live. If I could get in the camera, that'd be great. Okay. Second coat. You can see with that second coat just how much deeper it's getting already. All right, Holiday Fling, look at that. So these are the colors from the Ombre Collection D. Got a little cotton here. I think as a collection altogether, they definitely make sense, right? Like these colors all together look really, really nice, and they look like they were made to go together. You know what I mean? You could do a really pretty Skittle manicure the way that I did here, just having them like gradient from one to the next. I think that's really nice. I'm trying to fit it. Let's turn it this way. No? I don't know. I think they're nice. Out of the 5 of these, which is your favorite? I think for me personally, it's between these two. This deep purple, I just cannot get enough of. I love a good purple color. But also this mauve shade that's like a little bit rosy, like neutral rosy pink shade. Very, very, very pretty. Again, as someone who doesn't normally reach for neutral nail polishes, this is one that I would wear. I like this a lot. Okay, so that's the first 5. Now we're gonna switch to the next 5 that are kind of a random assortment. These are the ones that they were like, hey, just tell us 5 colors and we'll send them to you. They don't have to be in a collection box. And I was like, sounds good. Let's see what you got. Do it like this. So these are the next 5 / the last 5. When the rep from Ella Mila reached out, she was like, okay, we love your stuff. We'd love to send you some stuff. We want to send you a collector set, so pick one of those. But then we'll also send you 5 shades of your choice. So these are the shades that I picked. We've got Violet Skies, Amethyst Kiss, Purple Rain, Rosé All Day, and then Oasis. If you saw at the beginning of the stream, Oasis is the one that I had on my nails previously. I did this a couple weeks ago. They were chipping off a little bit, but very, very pretty shade. Love a good holographic nail polish. You can also see there's a little bit of a theme here. Love purple, had to get a couple of those. But I'm also a fan of fun neutrals. So I feel like both of these shades, and we'll see it when I get into the swatches, but I feel like these last 2 shades are going to look pretty neutral against my skin tone, but there's still something about them that makes them fun. Whether it's the holographic in this one seems really metallic. Like look at the marbling in the side of this. If I can get that on my nail, it's going to be so pretty. So neutral, but still fun, you know? I think we'll do it like this. So we're going to start with Oasis. Oasis is described as a holographic red-orange shimmer. Gotta shake it up. I did use this one previously, so I don't have to shake it as much. Painting with my left hand. This is gonna be fun. I'm not the worst. I've actually, after years of doing my own nails, I've gotten pretty good at painting with my left hand, but on live stream, you're, oof. Talk about a real test. It's such a pretty shade. It's definitely like pinky brown a little bit. Like I see more brown in this shade than I do in either of the two from the other collection. Actually, I would say these are kind of similar. The one on my pinky Oasis is obviously a little bit lighter, but I would say that these two are pretty similar compared to these. The one on my ring finger here is just more cool toned. But I see more brown in this. Maybe it's just because I did one coat and it's a little bit thin. But I see more brown in that. Let's do a second coat. These do dry really quickly. I'm a big fan of that. I'm very impatient when it comes to getting my nail polish to dry. Alright, second coat there. A little messy, but very, very pretty color. I really like this. I wonder. I do have a light here. I'm going to see if I can put this to show you the holographicness. You can kind of see it. Can you kind of see it? Let me know. I'm shaking the camera too much. It's there. It's trying. It's doing its best. But yeah, holographic shades, you need like a direct light, like a phone flash. That would be great. If I could have got the phone, I mean, I'm using my phone to record this, so I can't right now, but like a phone flash on this would be great. So that's the first one. Next up, we've got Rose A All Day. And when I get this on the screen, you'll see how they spelled Rose A. Because it's literally Rose A. Like, hey, what's up? Rose A All Day. This is described as a metallic golden brown copper. You know sometimes if you're used to doing nail polish and you've gone through a lot of different bottles, when you go to shake it, you can kind of feel if it's going to be a really thick texture or if it's going to be a thinner one. This already felt a little bit more watery than some of the other colors. So let's see how this looks. Maybe because it's more of a metallic? I don't know. We'll see. Talk about neutral. That's pretty. That's almost my skin tone. If my skin was like metallic and shiny, that would be my skin in a bottle. That's really pretty. It's pulling a little more copper than my actual skin is, but you get the point. This is a very pretty color. As I let this like dry, I'm using my left hand to click around. It's so silly. All right, so that's one coat. Let's go ahead and do a second one because it's pretty much dry. I always try to do like multiple thin coats too. If you're new to doing your nails or you just have a hard time with it, if you're doing one or two really thick coats, it could be why you're having trouble. Doing thinner coats lets all the solvents that are in the polish evaporate pretty evenly, which is what makes the polish dry. If you've got a thick glob, they're not going to evaporate and dry evenly like they should, which could be leading to smudges and issues. So this is Rose A All Day. Again, ignore my cuticles. I have not cleaned them up. But I really like this color. This would be a good like holiday color because of metallic, but also I could see wearing this in the summer. I could see putting this on my toes. Maybe not. I feel like I'm very much the type to have my fingers and toes not match. I always have a different color on my toenails than I do on my fingernails. And I tend to go with something pretty bright and vibrant on my toenails. So like, as neutral as this is and as pretty as this is, now that I think about it, I actually wouldn't put this on my toenails. Unless I have like a really bright glitter on top. I would put this on my fingers with maybe like a glitter accent or here and there. This is really pretty. Glad I got this. I really like this. I don't have a shade like this at all. So when I go through my declutter series, this is one I will absolutely be keeping. Now, we're going to get into the purples. This next one is called Purple Rain. R.I.P. Prince. Spelled a little different, but the vibe is there. The feeling's there. I guess this is from their Samba collection. Look at that. So this one, as I shake this up, this is described as a sheer dark purple with a matte finish. Also, there's a second note here. They say, apply 1 coat of white polish as a base or primer on your nail before applying the color to achieve a perfect neon glow. I don't know where my white nail polish is right now, so we're not going to be able to do that. But just to see what this color looks like on its own, let's go ahead and swatch. This does look very, very vibrant, so I can definitely see how, hello, can I open it? Having a white underneath would help the neon to show through a little bit more. I've gotten neon polishes and tried them in the past, and they look fun on their own. They kind of look more sheer like a jelly, but putting that white underneath really makes them pop. So, can't do that today, unfortunately. But let's see how this looks. Definitely sheer. Even though, yes, this is just the first coat, you can already tell it's going to be a much more sheer polish. But it's very vibrant. It's pulling a little bit more pink on camera than it is in the bottle. But we're probably going to do like 3 coats of this. Sometimes I wonder how nail polish brands come up with shade names. Like, I've watched Christine from Simply Nailogical, her nail polish brand, Hollow Taco. She'll do live streams when they have new lines coming out, and then they do like a behind the scenes kind of how they got to that point. And she's talked about it a couple times of like how they come up with nail polish names. Hers are always really silly and fun, and I love it. But for other brands, I wonder, is it a similar process? Do they have people kind of sit around and say like, we want to have a purple shade, what do we call it? You know, or is it because like if this was that like Samba collection, if I'm thinking that correctly, do they say, okay, based on this collection, let's get some names together? Also then, do they have to make sure that they don't name something a similar color to another brand? Like, would it be a bad thing if they had a color that's called Purple Rain, R-E-I-G-N, and then another brand also has a Purple Rain spelled the same way? Is that like a copyright issue or a trademark issue? I know there's a difference. I don't know the differences. I'm curious. So that's 2 coats. I painted over it, but you could see as it was drying, it definitely was going to dry down to a matte finish. This one is nice. I'm going to do a 3rd coat though. Like, as sheer as this is, it's fun, it's very cute. I'm going to do a 3rd coat just so we can see what it looks like. I am getting some bubbles. It could just be the texture on my nails, but I am getting a couple of bubbles, probably from me just shaking it the way that I was. I think it's really cute that their logo is an elephant. Probably because like Ella, elephant. Let's get that on the screen. In case you're just joining the stream, hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Sharana. We're swatching nail polishes from Ella and Mila today. Nail polish brand from, nail polish brand that you can find in Target and a couple other stores. I received these polishes and products in PR, completely free, but this is not sponsored. This is not, I had no obligation to post this. I just wanted to show off some nail polishes against my dark skin because I like painting my nails. And maybe you were curious of what these colors look like if you have similar skin tone to me, or you're just curious in general, like, what do these colors look like? Are these products any good? I'm here to tell you. All right, one more coat of this shade, and then we'll move on. Man, doing this left-handed, I feel like I keep like moving stuff around. I'm like so scared I'm gonna tip something over. And that would be not fun. All right, 3 coats of Purple Rain. I would wear that like that. I don't think you need a white polish underneath. It would definitely be more vibrant if you did, but I would wear it like this. That's really pretty. What I may do is I would probably do either a white polish underneath, or I would do another purple, like maybe this guy right here. This is La Vie en Rose, one of the first ones that I swatched this finger. So like imagine if you have this dark purple as a base coat, and then you pop this neon on top. I wonder what that would look like. Probably pretty fun. That might be a manicure I do later. Okay, 2 more colors here. The next one is called Amethyst Kiss. That is the wrong button. Man, if I'm gonna keep streaming like this, I may need to get a second monitor, because doing all of this just on the one screen, it's working, but like, ooh, second monitor would be great. I had a second monitor when I have like a whole work from home setup, and I got spoiled. And now I'm like, I need a second monitor again. Okay, this one is called Amethyst Kiss. I'm assuming it's from their birthday collection. Oh my god, the elephant has a birthday hat and balloons. How did I not see that before? That is so freaking cute. Look. Oh my gosh. I love when brands do fun stuff like that and they're just like, yeah, you know, this is our logo, but like, let's just tweak it. Let's just make it kind of fun. Let's make it make sense. That's so cute. Okay. This is called Amethyst Kiss. It is a shimmery royal purple that will have a satin finish. It's almost, well, I guess it's not metallic, but you can kind of see the marbling in there, the shimmer that's there. I love how it's not multichrome. Let me not go excessive here. But it kind of has a little bit of shiftiness. Like it kind of is definitely purple, but then it pulls blue a little bit depending on how the lighting is hitting the shimmer. I love that. Man, give me a fun nail color. Give me a fun shifty shade. I'm here for it. All right, Amethyst Kiss. Again, this is no nail prep. I just took off the polish that I had previously, used a little rubbing alcohol to clean up, but no base coat, no nail oil. I didn't fix the peels. My hands are dry from the acetone, from the rubbing alcohol. So like worst case, what does this look like? So that's one coat. That went on much more sheer than I expected. Looking at the bottle like this, I would not have expected that first coat. I thought it would have been a lot more pigmented than that. This might be another 3-coater, which is fine, but like, I don't know. Let's see. Let me not say anything. I haven't done it yet, so let's see. Coat number 2. Judging it too early. No, it's gonna need 3. Let me see if I can like add a little more to this. Yeah, I'm doing too much and now it's getting kind of streaky. You really shouldn't be doing like this many passes over your nail because then you're just pulling up the color underneath. Yeah, look at that. I just ruined it. You're going to end up pulling up the color that's underneath if you do like a bunch of passes when it wasn't fully dry. Now I'm just making a mess. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for a second. If my phone wasn't on 14%, I would just take this off and try it again. I guess that's what not to do when painting your nails. We'll definitely do a third coat. I guess I was just expecting this to be more pigmented. I would have thought something like this would have been much more rich, you know? It's definitely there. Like, that shimmer's there when you look at it from an angle, but I don't know. I picture something like this only needing like 2 coats. And the fact that I'm about to be at 3, again, with my horrible painting just then, I'll have to give this another shot. Like, maybe do a full manicure using this, actually prep my nails, actually don't pass over it a bunch of times and like peel up the previous coat, and we'll give it a fair shot. What do you think? If you're not already, if you follow me over on Instagram at The Manicured Scientist, I sometimes will put stuff in my stories about upcoming live streams, upcoming videos that I've got going for YouTube, and also I'll do polls and have y'all vote on what you want to see next, what color I should do my nails if I'm just being really indecisive that day and I can't decide. So if you're interested and you kind of want to be like part of the community, come hang out, definitely check me out over there because it's fun. I'm also on TikTok. TikTok is, I don't do stories as much on TikTok. I do more just like videos. But it's up to you. I tend to do the same short form video across TikTok and Reels. It just depends on like where I upload which one first. But also, since you're here on YouTube, I also put them on YouTube Shorts eventually. I usually have to cut it down because YouTube Shorts only lets you do 1 minute, whereas the others are like 1.5 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Do you see that TikTok now lets you put stuff up for 30 minutes? That's excessive. I don't need a 30-minute TikTok, all right? That's what YouTube is for. Thank you. That's how I feel. All right, let's do one more coat of this. Please don't tip over. Thank you. I'm gonna make this coat a little bit thicker, just because I really want to see where we can get. Okay. That's more of what I was picturing. So either doing thicker coats or 3, maybe 4 really thin coats to get that full opacity that I was looking for. Still very pretty. Really, really like this. Ignore the cuticles because painting left-handed, if you know, you know. But yeah, that one's really fun. And the last one is this shade here from their Enchanted line. You can almost like already see the holographic in there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love holographic nails. This is called Violet Skies. Violet Skies. Violet. You're turning violet. Violet. This is described as a holographic lights purple shimmer. There we go. It's holographic. It's purple. And it's shimmery. Let's be smart here. Man, painting my thumb left-handed. Talk about a struggle. I have to like turn my whole body to get my hand in the camera. Okay. If you're interested and you like watching people paint their nails, or you just need some background noise, body doubling, maybe you want to do your nails together. I'm thinking of doing these streams a little bit more often, like when I go to actually do my nails and do a full manicure, and we can do full like nail prep together, paint whatever color. I think I'm going to start doing my builder gel again. I was doing that for a little while, trying to get used to how to do it, because I've done gel nails, but I haven't done builder gel before. It's a little bit stronger. But having builder gel on my nails is really what helped them to grow out so much a couple months ago. Because my nails get very thin and peely and they just bend and break very easily. But having that builder gel made them so strong. Like, man, I was knocking my hands into stuff left and right and my nails were strong. They did not break. They also weren't peeling as much. So I think my next manicure, I'm probably going to do some builder gel and then put a color on top. So if you're interested and you want to do your nails together, maybe get some tips from me as someone who's still getting used to builder gel and things that I have learned, / if you have builder gel knowledge and you want to give me tips live, would absolutely love that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'll put a little community tab note. I'll put it up on my Instagram if you want to follow me there on the stories and let you know when it's coming up. But I think they could be kind of fun. Like a little weekly, like, you know, girls will do the, like, get ready with me. And it's like doing their makeup or, like, get dressed with me, find a cute outfit. Why don't we do our nails together? I think that'd be a lot of fun. Do your nails with me. Paint nails with me. Let's paint our nails. Let's do our nails. I'm bad at naming things. If you have a better name for this, let me know. That'd be great. Alright, so that's one coat of Violet Skies. Let's do a second coat here. Speaking of Violet, great segue. The new Bridgerton season is out. It literally just dropped today. Apparently, and I didn't realize this, I should have known because it's Netflix, but it's only part 1. Part 2 is coming out in like a month. So, I don't remember if they did that with the other 2 seasons. I don't think they did with the first season. But like, now I'm debating. My plan, before I realized it was 2 parts, was to just sit here and watch the whole thing today, right? Which I'm still probably going to do. But now I'm debating, like, do I go ahead and just watch part 1 and then pause and wait a month for part 2 to come out? And then worry about maybe getting spoiled? Doing weird stuff out the window. Or do I wait until June 13th and then watch the whole thing all together back to back to back? I don't know. Are you a binger? Do you binge like that? Or will you wait and just say, I don't care? Well, I guess you're still binging. Do you binge the first part, wait, and then come back with the second? Or do you wait fully, and then when it's all released, watch it all then? I like to watch it all in one shot, if I can. But at the same time, if it was a show that was like when Ted Lasso was out, great show, it came out weekly. So I had to keep coming back every week to watch it. I wasn't the type of person that was like, I'll just wait for the season to end and then I'll binge it all together. I can't do that. Oops, knocked the microphone. Don't do that. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to watch it weekly. But like, I'm going to have to look and see how many episodes of Bridgerton are out now. When they say part 1, part 2, is it like 5 episodes? Is it like 8? Like, I think when they did Stranger Things like that, the last season, like 2 years ago now, it was like 8 episodes, 8 or 9, and then 2 was part 2, but they were like an hour and a half each, if I remember right. They were doing all types of wild stuff. I feel like that's when Netflix really was like, oh, we can't have people just binge the whole thing at once. We need to make them come back. And they started doing the split seasons and part 1, part 2. But yeah, that is 2 coats of Violet Skies. This is beautiful. This is my type of nail polish. This might have been the first one I added to the list when they said they would send me stuff, because I love purple. I love holographic and sparkles. It's just, it's so flippin' pretty. Look at this. So, these are, hold on, we gotta zoom out. There's a lot happening here. Zoom. Okay. These are the other 5 colors. What happened here? Oops. We've got Oasis on my pinky, Rosé All Day on the ring finger. I keep knocking the microphone, I'm so sorry. Purple Rain on the middle finger. What was this? Amethyst Kiss on the pointer finger, and then Violet Sky on the thumb. So not a full collection, just some random colors that they have, that they offered to send me. They said, hey, we'll send you 5 colors. Let us know which ones. These are the ones that I picked. I like them all. This is why I picked them, because I like all of these colors. If you had to pick a favorite out of these 5, which would you pick? I'm leaning towards Violet Skies. But runner-up would probably be Oasis. It's neutral, but it's fun. It's like a pinky neutral, but it's holographic. It's sparkly. It's glittery. It's so fun. If I had to pick a favorite, that's what I would say. The two holographic ones. So yeah, if I clean this up a little bit, those are Ella and Mila nail polishes. Hold on. Ella and Mila nail polishes. 10 different colors, all against dark skin. These 5 came in a collection set together. These 5 were just random ones that I chose. Thank you again to Ella and Mila for sending me these, reaching out, offering to send me these. I did receive these in PR. No obligation to post, not sponsored, not paid. Just, hey, you like doing your nails. Do you want to try our stuff? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll try your stuff. And they're very pretty. So thank you again. I really appreciate it. So that is it. Whoa, strap's falling, hey. That is it for this stream. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching the YouTube video, if you're watching it on YouTube after the fact as a VOD. Yeah. I'm very excited about these colors. They do say that they're chip resistant, so if you're interested, I think I'm going to do a wear test and see, just with my typical use, you know, maybe I'll find, I don't know if they offer, they should sell a base coat. I don't have their specific base coat, but I have their top coat. Oh, the gel, that's what I was going to do. I'll do like one coat really quick just to show you before I forget. So this is their, what the gel, I'm not even showing you my nails. What's happening here? Come on now. There we go. What the gel top coat. So it's like a gel-like finish, but it's not gel where you have to like cure it with a light, if that makes sense. Ooh, phone's on 5%. Let's do this quick. Oh no, I can't open the bottle. Okay. I don't know why. Whenever my phone is like, hey, you're on 5%, it's actually like, hey, actually, I meant 3. Hey, actually, I meant 2. Hey, I'm just going to shut off now. So, let's do this. Let's zoom back in, like to there. Before, oh, we're on 4%. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, definitely a thicker texture. I like that. I do like a thicker texture top coat. Because some watery ones, like, just don't do what you need it to do. You need it to be a little bit thick so it can kind of like get in the grooves, any streaks you may have had from the color itself. Kind of help self-level and smooth itself out. I'm curious why they call this gel-like formula. Is it just because it's a little bit thicker and it's super glossy? Probably. Like, it looks kind of like gel, but then again, if you use regular nail polish, it can also look kind of like gel, so a little curious there, but yeah, that's that, just on this nail here. But yeah, that is it. Thank you again for joining the stream. Thank you for watching the VOD if you're here after the fact. Those are nail polishes from Ella and Mila, plus a couple of their products, the soy remover wipes and the soy remover. So thank you again for watching. Thank you again to Ella and Mila for sending these over to me. If you had to pick a favorite out of the 10 colors that I wore today, which would be your favorite? Or if you had to narrow it down to like 2 or 3, because I don't know if I could pick just one. If you had to say like 2 or 3 of them, which would be your favorite? Drop it down in the comments below. Also, if you've used Ella and Mila products before, have you used Ella and Mila products before? And if you did, how did you like them? What colors did you try? Did you get them from Target? Did you get it from their website? Did they have a good sale going? I love a good sale. I'm not trying to pay full price. Give me a sale, always. They also say they're chip resistant, so if you have tried their products, how long do they last on your nails? Did you get like 3 days, a week, 2 weeks? I want all the information. I'm going to be doing a full wear test myself, but until then, I would like to know what you think and what your thoughts are. So drop that down in the comments below. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me and paint our nails together. And yeah, keep an eye out on this page to see a full wear test that I'm going to do. Also, if you want to see the highlights from this, if you couldn't stay for the whole thing and you're just joining now, or you're, you know, hanging out at the end, I will have highlights up a little bit later, kind of clipping this down. Plus, I'll probably do swatches where I actually like clean up around my nails a little bit better and put those pictures in as well. So we'll get it together. It'll look really cute. But yeah, thank you again for spending time with me. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Don't follow me on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook anymore. That's a lie. Don't say that. Why did I say that? You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at The Manicured Scientist. If this video helped you at all, I have a Ko-Fi if you want to buy me a coffee to say thank you. I'll leave that down in the description as well. I also have a blog. You can see before and after pictures. I do wear tests when it comes to makeup products, a little bit of science here and there, a whole lot of stuff. If you like reading, I like reading. If you like reading blogs, you can check that out at themanicuredscientist.com. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm going to go get some food because it's lunchtime and I'm getting hungry. Thank you again for watching the live, and I will talk to you later. Bye.